Where happened to my picture, dadgummit? There it is.
Okay.
We're live.
All
Roll.
right, okay. The regular
The chair.
March meeting of the Calvert City Cemetery Board is called to order at 4:33 on March 24th. Members present, Dale Smith, Mike Harrell, Janet Jordan, Gayla Gregory, others present. It's
Ashley.
white. It's white. Ashley, I was just went like April, and I thought, no, it's not April.
Okay,
What's
that's
wrong
the
with
next-
you?
I'm in the folders.
You know, I've been sick.
Oh, you're fine.
John Ward and Allison McLeod. Absent Jeff Harrell. I don't know where Jeff is. Just said he couldn't come. First order of business is the reading of the minutes from last month.
Well, let's go different here than what they were online. I moved to accept.
What's the matter?
I
didn't see him online this time. I was in the car driving.
You go ahead.
I'll second it. That's
What?
Who's that?
That's Jeff's wife. She was here.
Oh, okay. In his place.
No, she
Just
just
okay.
visited.
Well, that was sweet.
Okay.
You don't have his name down though.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
so.
Dale
Oh,
did,
she
and
did.
second? Did you second? You firsted.
I first.
Well, you pointed at him. I didn't hear. Okay.
Mike, then Dale.
Mike and then Dale. We got it.
You got that?
Hey, yeah. Okay. All right. I guess we're down to old business. Updates on anything? Mr. Ward?
Actually, no, other than just we're gonna start mowing again, but that's about all there is at this point. There's not really anything. We're just now coming out of the winter and the growth is starting to come back, so. The new bids for mowing have come in. And we're gonna have to do some serious reviews on those. I'm not ready to talk about the bids just yet, but I do know we've got. It doesn't look like it's gonna be any higher than it was this previous year or this current year.
Mhm.
So I'll leave it at that. But we are looking at some that are less than that, so.
Oh, really?
Are we having the same person that mowed it before?
Are we what?
Is it gonna be the same person?
No, I can't say that now. I don't know.
Oh.
I've got 4 different individuals who bid this. And so I've got to go back and review the bids to make sure that they're all complete.
I've liked
So we're in
it
that
when he picks
process.
up sticks. Do the others pick
Well,
up?
they all
sticks?
get to pick up
They
sticks.
are supposed to?
They're
I
all
didn't
supposed to.
know.
That and trash
because-
too, yes.
Okay. I mean, I always thought it looked so clean. I just.
So that's kind
Okay.
of where we are. And I want to make sure that clarification is there. Because I want to make sure that whoever we contract with, that they understand it completely. I don't want to make there be any
Mhm.
surprises or anything, so. But anyway, that's really all we've got at this point. The new contract starts April 1, so we'll know who it's gonna be this week, so.
When do we normally start mowing? Is it earlier this
April
year?
1,
April 1st? we do?
sometime late March, early April, when we start mowing,
Mhm.
honestly. That's the reason the contracts are set to where they begin April 1st, all the mowing contracts, because that's right about the time mowing season starts really getting in there, so.
Mhm.
We try to set it up where they don't have to carry over. They'll mow, we'll have one guy mow and finish up this month. Justin will, until we give us time to figure out who the, fairway lawn care, but we'll find out what we've got to do, who we get from there. So.
Any update on the all funeral services?
They're coming along. They haven't finished the, what was it, the section they're working on? They're still putting in the data on what's what, which is what, and all that, which is eligible for sale, which is not. We're still putting all that data in, so they're still working on that. So we expected to hear something. But I expected maybe something later this week, first next. To get to the point where we can actually review what's going on, so. Or we'll get back together again and see what if they need any more clarification.
And as far as like the veterans, is that really on hold? I mean, I would think with all this tariff business that's going on that it would be even more expensive now than what we thought.
I'm still hanging on to that because I
Right.
really don't know exactly how the best, I'm trying to figure out a way that either we just do the monument itself to the different service, the veterans of the different services, or I've got to figure out a way to put the names on a continuing basis.
Mhm.
It's gonna take a bunch of mighty big stones if we're gonna put it on that slab. You can do a monument to each of the services. And the other thought it came up with is taking bricks. Instead of, well, you might have a concrete, but sand base, and you put bricks in it, and the bricks are engraved,
Mhm.
like with your name on it. I know I've got one down at, there's a memorial, and it's not just for those who passed away, it's for anyone that's a veteran. And they've got those down at Fulton at one like that, where they'll find a brick, pull it, put one in there while this is being, or they'll order one with the name engraved, and they pull a brick and put that in.
That's what they have out at Mike Miller.
That's yeah, that one too. So, I mean, just, that may be something we look at as well and just do maybe a 5-sided stone, which has got the different branches on there. The money's still in the budget. I'm gonna roll it over if you guys agree to it after we, talk about the budget, but if we roll it over, that money will still be there. I will give you a financial update real quick, because that'll lead us into the budget workshop, if that's okay. This year to date, as of March 24th, our revenues are 12,300. We budgeted 10,000,
Mhm.
so 5850 is in interest and 6450 is in sales. So we've exceeded our sales of lots, and the interest will go over. We're like $150 short of our budget for the interest, and I expect that to go over as well. So the revenues have been pretty good. Right now, our budget tracking shows that we're at, we should be at 37,500, of which you've only spent 23,000. So out of the 50,000, so we're 8 months in and less than 50% spent. So that's doing real well. So, that's how we're going budget wise. If you have any new business, we can entertain that when we get into the budget workshop, or we can go into the budget workshop, whichever we'd like to do.
The only thing I think is that as a board, we need to express formally our condolences to Greg for the loss of his father. Since he is with us all the time, and that's another good Calvert City person gone. But yeah, I mean, I was not quite able to go anywhere Saturday, so, but I think as a board, we should formally do that. If that's okay.
Sure.
All right,
We've done it anyway.
we ready? I did
Oh, we did
it.
it?
But it's
Blame me.
okay. But it is
Blame me.
okay.
Blame me. I'm usually blamed. for
No.
most of things.
It's okay. It is all right.
Okay. All right, we're ready if you are,
Okay.
Mr. John.
You have before you a stapled 4-page set. And what you got is, you're not familiar with this layout. These are general line item layouts. Did you not get one?
Mm.
Let me have yours, please.
Thank you.
You want to share this one, you can. Okay, thank you. What I have is, we do line items for worksheets. We don't do that for budget. Budget is the overall totals. That's how they pass a budget. What we do is we show them that, we've gone through, we've looked at our our budgets and what we need in our budgets. And we have these items to help us understand where we're at, what we need in each one, what we're spending in them. The first two columns after the description are gonna be previous year's budgets. Now, I'm sorry, I don't have this last budget, audit rather in there, but the previous two audits are, okay? First two columns, 21, 22, 22, 23. Those are audited figures from Kemper, who does our audit. That's what we spent in those columns, and those items rather. 23, 24 has not been entered. We have it, but it has not been entered yet. I can't really give that to you. The third column, fourth column, I should say, is our budget for this year. That's what we just talked about, but that is our budget. And it shows you where that budget is broken down. If you look down on line 220, maintenance and repairs, we budgeted 3,000 for this year. Currently, in the next aisle, you see 9 months, we have not spent anything in that budget item yet. We're estimating about half of that for the end of the year, just so we can kind of capture the funds. And then I went ahead and put, in this case, I went ahead and put the 3,000 back in because it's not being pushed. And maintenance repairs, we need to keep that in there because you never know when you're gonna have tombstone issues or lightning strikes and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons we keep that in. It's also to help repair the fountain and other stuff of that nature. That's not road repair really, because that would be a something special, which a lot of that's new asphalt, not all of it, but a lot of it is. So just so that you know, that's where we're sitting. The next one is other services, 299, which is other contractual services is the actual, okay? And other contractual services, we put Mr. Peck, landscape, land care, landscaping. And then the lawn care, the mowing, the leaves, all those are in this item. That's the reason it's so expensive. This year we budgeted 25. To date, we've spent 22,870. And we're looking at probably something around 36, 37,000 to finish out the year. That being said, I am bumping that up an additional 15,000 to 40,000 for this next year to help us offset. Again, we're not looking at increases, but at the same time, if we have to mow further into the year or not necessarily start earlier, but if we have to mow later in the year as we have done, then we may wind up with additional costs that way. We try to budget on a 30 mowings a year, but unfortunately, some of the weather we've had has actually moved us further into that, so it eats up more of our budget. But just so you know, I did bump it up to 40,000 to help us offset that. On the next page, 310 is, let's see, we got technical supplies, nothing, ag supplies. We don't have anything in that. It's not down until materials, other materials and supplies, which is number 399. Right now, we've gotten $125 that we've utilized for keepsake monuments. I'm not really sure for what exactly, but 25 for that. And that may have been a stone that we purchased. Okay. We had 1,000 budgeted. We've spent 135. 10 of that needs to be reallocated down to dues and subscriptions because it's a state treasurer fee. So it's in the wrong area for materials and supplies. It will actually go down to the next, well, let's finish this one. So 125, I just said 500 just in case, and then 1,000 again for next year. The next line item is 405, which is dues and subscriptions. We budgeted 5,000. We've not spent anything. I'm not sure that we will, but $10 is going to get bumped down to that. For sure, I did put that down there. That's from that 135. 10 of that's coming down there. But that is for the cost of the AFS. That 5,000, that's AFS, and then that fee. That's what that money is for there. Okay. On the third page, this is basically filled in from the last page. What this does is this columns on the far, for the next budget year, all of that comes from items in this 505 worksheet on the last page. And the only thing we have in there is the 10,000 for tree trimming, removal, et cetera. And that's in the 526. We had that same amount in there this year. We have not spent anything on it. We haven't needed to at this point, but it was in there. And I haven't heard anything that we will. If we did, it probably wouldn't go over anyway. The other 6,000 we had budgeted was for repairs or maintenance too, for some reason. We were keeping it at 50,000 is what we were doing. And I was able to put 6,000 of that from the general into this one in case we needed something for the fountain, say replacement of the fountain or something like that, which we haven't. It's doing well, but I'll make sure that they get all the parts they need for it before the end of the year. And we'll pull that out of there because we're not gonna have it next year. We didn't use it. We're using it because we've moved that plus an additional 4,000 up to another 10,000, basically up to the other contractual services, the mowing and the lawn care and stuff, or the landscaping. Because it's gone to 40,000. Our total budget this year will be 4,000 more than it was the current year. Next year's budget will be 4,000 more. Because we had 50,000 budgeted for this year, it'll be 54,000 next year. A lot of that 4,000 is really AFS. And if we look and see that some of these other fees are gonna be more than we actually need, then we might look at reversing and coming back down. 50,000 has done us well for the most part, because you can see, I don't trust that third figure at the bottom where it says total for cemetery. We used, 230, whatever, 21,000, 20,000, and then 26,005 or something like that. So we're actually looking at twice what we normally have spent in the budget.
You might
So-
want to correct the spelling on that one.
Which one?
Total for cemetery. On the third page.
You left out a need,
Ah,
cemetery.
it's only done like that forever, but I'll make sure they get some facts
Sorry.
corrected. No, I'm glad you
I
spotted
told
it.
you I'm trouble.
That's why I have Glenda. I usually send it to her. For spelling check does not work in Excel.
They don't work.
Okay, I have one question that I don't understand, and I'm sure it's just me. On 405, the dues and subscriptions, okay, it was $5,000, but there's nothing budgeted for next year,
Yeah.
but,
Oh, I'm sorry. $5,000 is supposed to be in there for next year.
okay.
Yes, that's supposed to be 5,000. My
Okay.
mistake there. So that's gonna then get up to 59,000.
Bill.
It doesn't.
5,000 wins the prize.
Okay, good. I thought, well, I didn't understand because I thought you said that was.
Yes, it'd be 59.
So the budget would be 59,000.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought I put that in there, but I overran it too quick.
Stage.
So 5,000 for that. That's correct.
Okay.
And then again, there's 75,000, which is in our other budget, our capital improvement plan. And it still stays, and we still got that in there, and I'll keep it in there as well. So that's basically what we're looking at. We're looking at about a $9,000 increase because of contractual services mostly, and then that's still contractual services, but it's the mowing and that cost to cover that. And then we're looking at covering the AFS, which we have not been billed for at all. As I don't know if they'll bill us before the end of the year, fiscal year or not. They may do it since they've been working on it. We paid something on it, I thought, but maybe not. I'm not showing anything on it. I ran full run on it. And I don't see anything that shows that we have. So. That is the proposed budget, unless you have other items or amendments that you all want to make to the budget itself.
You good? Good?
And increase our salary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever it is, multiply it by what you're making now.
I'll give you a free cough drop.
By the way, that made my tongue numb.
Well,
I'm gonna get me some of these.
pretty good, Carol.
Stopped it. Okay, now we know.
Ashley, are you good with us? We're really pretty easy.
Okay, well, if you guys don't have any amendments or additions to the budget, then I need to get get a consensus vote so we can apply that
Okay, do we need a motion or just a vote?
motion
Okay, we need
second.
a motion to send forth the budget. Is
Yeah,
that-
to recommend the budget we've just gone
All
over
right,
to the council.
all right.
I make the motion.
Gayla
Recommend
and-
budget.
Dale, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're good.
All right. And that's really all I've got right now, unless you guys have got something else. I did tell you, I don't know if you heard or not, but I did say that they are not going up on the little headstones that we get the deposit on. They're keeping those as at our current rate, so we're not having to go up on those.
That's good.
But they did make, of course, the council did approve the recommendation to go up on the niche.
Mhm.
Cost of the niche for the columbarium, so
Oh,
we should be good to go then.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Sure.
Mike always will make a motion to adjourn. And Dale will second. And all in favor? Aye. 4:54. That's pretty
golly.
good.
Yes, it is. Now I gotta.
See, you'll come back with us
I was gonna
more,
say, I
won't
like
you?
this one.